What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be ceramic coating the new wheels. I probably should have did this before I put them on the car, but I kind of wanted that to be its own standalone video, but it's not a big deal. I only drove on them one time, so we're going to clean them up and do that. But first I just want to say, wow, who would have thought that a clean 5-spoke wheel could cause so much controversy? I think it's like one of my most thumbs down videos in a long time. When I first checked the analytics, it said that 4 people actually unsubscribed from that video, so like, imagine hating someone's wheels so much that you can't even watch their content anymore. It's just like a whole new level of pettiness, but that's okay. To those of you who stuck around despite not having the exact same taste as me, thank you. Let's get right into the video. This video is sponsored by myself. If you want to pick up one of these E90 hoodies, the link is down in the description. Now, I can't complain too much because in the video I did ask for people's opinions, but I guess I just wasn't expecting people to feel so strong about them. Oops. See that? It's always something. So this was the 50mm f1.8. Stupid me for leaving it in my pocket. Actually, I just snapped the front part back together. Let me put this on really quick and see if it still works. Whoa, would you look at that? Still works. Still autofocuses. Crisis averted, nice. Remember, kids, always wear white when you're working on your car. Alright, so just ignore the mic being in the shot a little bit here. I'm gonna have a different solution for this soon, but honestly, I'd rather have it in the shot than have the video sound like this. What do you guys think? But anyway, we could do something up close, like some ASMR wheel cleaning. What do you think about that? Sorry, that was weird. But anyway, the product that we're going to be using is this Geon Q2 rim. Now, I actually used this before on the FRS wheels because they're white. I knew that they'd be hard to keep clean, but this stuff, it just works so well. It repels water, it keeps the brake dust from getting baked into the paint where you have to really scrub it to get it off. It keeps the tar and stuff from sticking to the wheels. I just can't recommend this enough, especially if you have new wheels or if you just have really nice wheels and you want to keep them clean for a long time. Definitely get yourself a wheel coating like this. It is kind of expensive. It's like $50 for this little bottle, but a little bit goes a long way. As you can see, we did a whole set of wheels and only used like a quarter of what was in here. So highly recommend it. The link is going to be down in the description. But anyway, let's clean this up and I'll show you how to install this stuff. The first step is just to thoroughly clean the wheels. Now, Geon does sell a wheel prep kit that's specifically made for removing heavy grease or tar or iron particles if you're about to ceramic coat them, but since these wheels are basically new, I'm just going to use some rubbing alcohol here. So even if your wheels are brand new, you still want to clean them really good before you do the coating, because just from like installing the tires, like the technicians could have oil on their hands. There's like lube that they use to put the tires on. So you just want to make sure that the wheel is as clean as possible before you put the coating on. So once the surface of the wheel is nice and clean, you can take your applicator, and then it comes with these little microfibers. You're going to take a few eye drops and drop them on there, and then basically you want to put a thick coat on the entire wheel all at once, and then you want to buff it off immediately. The instructions are really clear that you don't want this stuff to dry on the wheel, so you kind of have to work quickly. It even says like if your wheels are more complicated to work in sections. Basically, you really don't want this stuff to dry on the surface. So let's get this started. We'll put a few drops on here and we'll start coating the wheel. So because this stuff goes on clear, it can be kind of hard to tell like what areas you've already done and what areas still need it. So what I did is I just went around a couple times and made sure to touch every surface of this wheel. So I'm going to do the wipe this off before it dries, then we'll flip it over and we'll do the inside of the barrel. So people can hate on these wheels all they want, but there's no denying that this is probably one of the easiest wheel designs to clean. There's like nothing to it. You can reach your whole hand inside the wheel and clean the barrel without even taking the wheel off the car. So that's just one of the reasons that I like this style of design. And I know that the chunky spokes aren't for everyone, but I just personally love how that looks. So that's really all there is to it. Basically just wipe on, wipe off. Now these do need to cure for 24 hours after you apply the coating. You can probably put them back on the car, just don't plan to drive anywhere for about a day or so afterward. But anyway, off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the wheels, put this one back on, and we'll go from there. Alright, so fast forward a few days, this video would have been useless if I didn't actually show you how the wheels repel water after they had a couple days to cure. So I'm gonna spray some water on here and I'll give you guys some close-ups of just how good the ceramic coating works. So I just texted Brian at Keys Motorsports. He's actually sending me a set of wheel studs to replace these bolts. I should have those in the mail sometime next week, as well as he's sending me some spacers. Now the rear fitment is perfect, but I am gonna do 15mm spacers in the front, and that should get the front fitment dialed in as well. Still trying to decide what I want to do as far as suspension. The air suspension is tempting, but it's like 3 times more expensive than coilovers, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully this should be the last time that I ever have to put a wheel on like this. There's probably a reason why BMW uses the bolts, but to me, the studs are just so much easier. So a few people were asking about the tires that I got. I ended up going with the Nankang NS25s. I had the Continentals before, but honestly, I'm not really driving this car a whole lot these days. So I kind of felt like it was a waste to spend like almost $1,000 on tires. These were considerably less, but they had like equally good reviews. And so far, like the one highway drive that I did on them, I think these are actually a little bit quieter than the Continentals were. But that's the reason for that. I'm happy with them so far. I will give you guys an update as to how long the tread lasts. But typically for me, I end up changing my wheels before the tires need to be replaced anyway. In fact, on the VMRs that are in my basement right now, the tread on them is almost brand new because, I don't know, I just don't drive that much anymore, I guess. So I'm gonna link this down below if you guys wanna check it out. I highly, highly recommend some kind of ceramic coating for your wheels, whether you wanna get the Geon rim like I used in the video, or maybe you just wanna go with a different brand, but definitely get some kind of coating on your wheels. Now I completely redid my YouTube video descriptions. I got rid of all the paragraphs of text that nobody really read anyway. I got rid of all the random links, and I consolidated it down to just a couple links. So there's like one link for all the E90 mods, that way you can kind of see everything at a glance all in one place. All the specs for like wheels, tires, suspension, everything is just very detailed, very carefully written out within those links. There's one link for all the tools that I use. There's one link for like all my YouTube camera equipment, but I just wanted to clean things up and just make it as simple as possible for you guys to find the stuff that you're looking for. So check out the description, it's totally redone. And if you want to, pick up one of these E90 hoodies.